ci voleva questa musica epica per segnalare questa seconda tappa del Giro del Mondo di Ocean Race. Le barche così vicine non sono in regata tra le boe, ma è l'arrivo dopo 3.000 miglia della seconda tappa da Capo Verde a Città del Capo. Incredibile arrivo ravvicinato. Siamo a bordo, vi portiamo a bordo, vivremo con voi ancora un po' di emozioni, un po' di sensazioni di quello che avviene a bordo di queste imbarcazioni, e qui siamo proprio con Team Holcim PRB, la barca che ha vinto anche questa seconda tappa. Kevin Escoffier, il suo skipper, eccolo qua, grande protagonista della seconda parte di questa puntata, perché la nostra Francesca Frazza ha fatto una esclusiva intervista con lui proprio all'arrivo a caldo a Cape Town dopo la vittoria. Ha raccontato delle cose davvero particolari, sempre interessante sentire grandi marinai che raccontano non solo la regata ma anche il modo di andare per mare e di vivere le emozioni del mare. Lo scoprirete tra poco. Intanto, nel portarvi a bordo e intorno a quello che succede su queste barche, ovviamente lo abbiamo già raccontato, chi l'ha seguito sul magazine di Saily, di Ocean Room, la pagina di notizie con il rullo dove ogni giorno succede qualcosa, la caratteristica di questa tappa è stata il fatto che nessuno ha mollato mai. E le distanze si sono allungate e accorciate di continuo, e poi si è arrivati all'incredibile, l'arrivo in volata che poi ci racconterà. Sentite questo rumore. L'abbiamo scelto questa planata di Guyot perché ci è sembrato proprio il simbolo del navigare su questi IMOCA. La barca che parte in planata, poi sbatte sull'onda e si vede l'acqua, lo schizzo dell'acqua che arriva fino a poppa. Intanto a bordo la vita continua, la scia sotto le chiglie, lungo la poppa, ci si rifocilla, si mangia, si sta insieme, si cerca di unire la regata all'andar per mare, e lo sentiremo, anche Kevin su questo ha parlato. Si va verso fronti nuvolosi, l'oceano sempre più vasto, ci sono tanti momenti, ci sono le albe, i tramonti, ci si guarda prima a destra, poi prima avanti, poi indietro, poi in alto, perché bisogna sempre controllare tutto, con i binocoli anche controllare gli avversari, quasi sapere cosa stanno facendo a bordo, perché queste distanze dopo migliaia di miglia sono davvero incredibili. Si lavora ovviamente giorno e notte, le notti bellissime che ha regalato l'Atlantico, e poi questa è l'immagine di questi IMOCA, gli IMOCA completamente coperti, sembra di essere quasi in un videogame, con questi tetti trasparenti sempre attraversati da schizzi d'acqua, perché la barca spesso sembra davvero quasi un sottomarino. Qui ormai siamo agli arrivi, vedete che Rosalie Kuiper di Team Malizia si lamenta che Malizia è andata un po' troppo a sud, però ha visto che insomma è un arrivo in volata, ci sono ancora albe, tramonti, scenari bellissimi che l'oceano regala, viva Dio, anche se si lavora all'interno di questi particolari che sono gli IMOCA, e si vede un uccello, si arriva a terra, si intravede, si sente l'odore della terra, le vele che rischioccano, gli ultimi controlli alla navigazione da parte dei navigatori che controllano gli strumenti, e si approfitta anche di una bella giornata per in qualche modo prepararsi all'arrivo a Cape Town, quello che fa in questo clip che ci ha mandato da Team Malizia l'onboard reporter. Quindi alla fine però l'arrivo c'è, eccolo qua, a bordo di Holcim PRB si assapora il taglio della linea, perché le barche dell'organizzazione, dei supporter, dei team sono già al loro seguito, si ticchetta nervosamente sulla Tuga, Table Mountain, arriva ecco anche Kevin Escoffier che esce. La barca, questa barca particolare con cui lui farà anche il prossimo Vendée Globe dopo essere stato un incredibile protagonista, ecco qui, taglio della linea, si gioisce, tanta gioia a bordo per questo risultato, una doppietta che forse non si aspettava. Kevin, ripeto, tra poco lo sentirete nella telefonata con Francesca Frazza, ma Kevin Escoffier, lo ricordiamo, protagonista pazzesco dell'ultimo Vendée Globe, fu salvato dalla barca affondata, è passato 35 ore su un battello alla deriva con onde di 8 metri, vento a 35 nodi, situazione davvero difficile, e invece qui lo ritroviamo super gioioso con lo striscione del leg winner, ha vinto questa seconda tappa così come aveva fatto con la prima, ci racconterà tra poco anche le differenze tra le due tappe, perché davvero ce ne sono state tante. Solito scenario molto bello di sfilate, di gioia, di gioia sia di chi sta arrivando e sia di chi accoglie i navigatori. Ci vorrebbe sicuramente, merita più attenzione questo di Ocean Race. sul palco Kevin e il suo equipaggio per far vedere com'è andata la regata. Questa è la classifica e noi naturalmente, visto che il vincitore è lui, siamo andati proprio a parlare con lui. Sentite Kevin Escoffier con Francesca Frazza.
Welcome to Cape Town. I'm not there, unfortunately. I'm very jealous of it. We spoke in Alicante before the start, and you were very positive. And in fact, this resulted in the race. 2 wins out of 2 legs. How does it feel?
Oh, it feels good. First, I'm very happy to win here because the win we had in Mindelo, we haven't been able to enjoy that with the team, with the full team of Holcim PRB, and I think the win is as much due to the team that to the crew. And I'm very happy to win again here, so that we'll be able to enjoy this second leg win with the full team that deserve it.
So before going into the leg 2, I would like you to give me a recap of what happened in leg 1 and leg 2, as I didn't get the chance to talk to you when you got to Cape Verde.
But it has been completely two different legs. The leg 1 was more a physical leg. It was a tough leg with a lot of winds, lot of maneuvers. We've done 26 tacks only to get out of the Mediterranean Sea. And the second leg, and the opposite, was more a mind one, a psychological leg with a lot of strategical decisions. So 2 different legs, one on the speed, one on the strategy, one on the physical side, one on the mind side. So 2 different ones. So happy to be able to win. Even in sailing, you always need a bit of luck, because we've had a few miles behind Malaysia 11th hour after the cold front, so we've been lucky. It has been possible to come back due to light wind in front of them. But we as Biotherm yesterday, Biotherm was 200 miles behind, Malaysia was 200 miles behind, and on this second leg, I think of 11 hours that has done a great leg, that has been working hard, always the speed, always the good choices, and they haven't been paid. But it's part of sailing. They would have been at our place, they would have done the same. And happy that Holcim PRB has been able to catch the win.
Yeah, I saw the finishing line was incredible. It was this trio going all together to the finishing line, and then you got the win. I was really stoked, and Malizia was approaching. So it was really, for sure, it was entertaining to watch, and it was really hard to sail, I think.
Exactly. Each time the harder it is for us on the water, the better it is for people on shore.
Well, I saw the images when you won the leg, and the images are pretty great with the feast just celebrating. It was really cool to watch, and it was a very nice race that you put down clearly. Another thing is that we were talking about it in Alicante. This is your first time as a skipper of a crew. It's not the first time that you clearly crossed the Atlantic. You've done it before. What was the most emotional, challenging part so far of being the skipper of a crew?
Well, for me, the most challenging part is to build a team, to build a crew. I would say that when I go sailing, for me, it's my passion. It's the easy side of my work. It's the one I like to do. It's the one I enjoy to be on the water. So the most difficult, the most difficult, but also the most challenging part has been to build a team in such short timeline, to build a crew. And I'm so happy today that all the work me and the Holcim PRB team have done is paying. And so happy that we are able to bring Holcim and PRB on board for this ocean race. So yes, the most challenging one has been to before the race, I would say. During the race, we enjoy it. It's our work. It's what we like to do, and it's what we are good at. But during before the race, building the team has been the most challenging one.
Well, let's talk about another challenging thing clearly related to this, like the doldrums and the lack of wind. How did it feel being out there?
But it's one of the first time I sleep so much in the doldrums, because usually, in the doldrums, you've got a very changing winds. This time it was always light wind. So since we've got a nice watch system on board, we've been able to have some rest. And even if you need to be patient, even if it was long and difficult to sail in land condition, it was not that difficult for me. It was long, for sure. So we spend more time at sea than what we expected. So it's less time for the shore team to do the refit of the boat before the southern leg. But for me, doldrums was not. It was long, but it was not tough. You see what I mean? It was not squalls of 50 knots, 50 knots and no wind. Except it was light, like doing the Mediterranean Sea. The start of the first leg was more like the doldrums, and the doldrums was more like the Mediterranean Sea.
Did you leave a gift to King Neptune when you crossed the equator?
No. I forgot to take some alcohol on board, but I'm not very. I say that you know I always have my lucky charms on me with me. I wear them only when I'm sailing, so I've got my lucky charms and I stick to that. I don't need. I'm carrying. I'm enjoying the ocean every day of my life, so I don't need to do any gift to Neptune. I've got two lucky charms. It's a Saint Christophe. This one is a Saint Christophe, the saint of the travelers, and it's my wife and my kids on this one. So I don't wear that when I'm on shore, but I wear that when I'm sailing. It's the only one I've got. So I say I'm not superstitious, but maybe I'm a bit.
So it's a bit a hard question because technically you just arrived from leg 2, and the start of leg 3 is going to be a month, so it's a lot to process. But how do you feel about the leg 3?
That kind of leg, I think we are all at the same time looking for it because it's part of the adventure. It's part of the why we are going on the ocean. It's to discover something. It's to go in places where nobody is going, and we are a bit afraid. It's always a bit of both because we all know that it will be difficult. It will be cold. It will be windy. We will break things on the boat. So, but it's also exciting because you're going where nobody is going. You will do a race against boats in heavy conditions, and when you'll come back in Itajaí, for sure it will be great souvenir. So the swell you've got there, the squalls, the birds. You know me as I am very passionate in all what I do, and especially when it's about the sea. And when you like the sea, you want to go there. So, but you're also a bit afraid for the boat, for the crew, for the project. So it's a bit part of both of it.
Thank you very much for your time, for the interview, Kevin. I wish you good luck, and hopefully we'll get to talk more, and so you can break down various of the adventure. Thank you very much.
See you soon. Bye-bye.